Good morning. So I wanted to ask you if you kept the 10 Commandments and you ate clean, because these are the two covenants of promise in Ephesians 2 that you must keep to be grafted in. You said that Jehovah won't give you anything that you cannot handle, right? And I see that you're painting your face. Do you know that the Bible tells women that they are not to paint their face? They're supposed to be shamefaced, modest. 1 Timothy 2, that makeup is vanity. Jeremiah 4. Have you read the book of Enoch? Your Messiah, Yeshua, actually quotes Enoch. Verse, the light went off. Verse 1 through 6, it will tell you that the fallen angel Azazel, there you go, Azazel taught the men how to make armor and weapons, and taught the women how to make bracelets and ornaments and tinctures, and how to beautify the eyelids, makeup. And after that, much sin did occur. In Testament of Reuben chapter 2, which goes right along with Revelations 2:20. For women are evil, my children, and because they cannot force a man openly, they use wiles to seduce men to bend to their will by painting their face, plaiting their hair, and there's a spirit that comes with that. It's called spirit of fornication. And so it's told to the women to refrain from doing those things. Because every woman that does those things, they deceive their minds to think that they're more beautiful than they are. They're reserved for eternal punishment. Revelations 2:20. That Jezebel, 1st, 2nd Kings, who painted her face, plaited her hair, used wiles to seduce his servants to fornicate. That's your idolatry. Jeremiah 10, Jeremiah 7, bowing down to the image of Baal. That's your Christmas and Easter. Whoever suffers that Jezebel will go in the same bed of suffering as her, and he will kill her children. Isaiah chapter 3, the women are Heidi. With stretched forth necks, walking and mincing with the tinkling of their ankles, and he will remove their bonnets and bracelets, and where there was good smelling smell, stink. He will make her bald and discover her secret parts, because the women that do those things, they paint their face to make them look more seductive to the man's eye, is reserved for eternal punishment. And he will discover her secret parts. And the punishment to this woman is that they will watch their man fall by the sword, that man that suffered that Jezebel. And she will be ravished until her death, and she will see her children dashed to pieces before her eyes. These are not my words. This is what prophecy tells you, what women will, their punishment for doing these things that your pastor will not tell you about. No, because the pastors suffer that Jezebel. That is why Revelations 2 is written to the churches. You know what's also was given to the churches that they forsake? Revelations 22:14 through 16. That blessed are they who keep his commandments, who do his commandments, that they have right to the tree of life and are able to enter into the gates of the kingdom. And those without are the whoremongers, adulterers, the murderers, and those who love it to make a lie. And he sent his angel to testify all these things to the churches that they reject. Because we're supposed to keep the 10 Commandments. We're supposed to eat clean. This is loving God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Yeshua didn't give us new commandments. They were from the beginning. It was what the prophets prophesied he would give us. What Moses the prophet prophesied in Deuteronomy 18:15 through 19, that Yeshua, who he would send in his name, Jehovah's name, would give us the covenants at Horeb, what was desired at Horeb in the day of the assembly, Deuteronomy 4 and 5, the 10 Commandments. Not the sacrificial law, the covenants. Only the covenant, the 10 Commandments, he added no more, Deuteronomy 5:22. And Jehovah would speak through his son, he would give us commandments to live by that he will require of his people. That's what's written by the prophet Moses. So to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5, he quoted verbatim. And if you read that chapter, it's right after they received the covenant at Horeb, and it means to keep the 10 Commandments in your heart, teach them to your children, it will be your righteousness. And makeup is vanity. It is a lie. It's bearing false witness, and it's coveting you a look that you don't have, breaking his 9th and 10th commandment. It also is witchcraft. We are not to learn the ways of the heathen round about us. But because the churches had fallen away, as is prophesied in the end that they will do, they'll fall away and worship the man of perdition, the opposite himself of God, saying that you don't have to keep those commandments, you don't have to eat clean, and you shall not surely die. And this is 2 Thessalonians 2, when the Gentiles in Acts 15 were given and told to start with refraining from fornication and idolatry. Their Jeremiah 10 Christmas, or Jeremiah 7 Easter, Ishtar, Queen of Heaven. They bake cakes to refrain from idolatry and fornication. And then things strangled in the blood, which is the Noah covenant, to eat clean in Genesis 9:4, to refrain from things strangled in the blood. Eat clean, Leviticus 11, Deuteronomy 14, because Isaiah 65 and 66, those that are still doing idolatry, fornication, who fill their vessels with swine's flesh and abominations, who think that they're holier than thou. Stand by thyself, I'm holier than thou. Don't judge me, judge not, be judged. That are smoke in Jehovah's nose that burns all day. Isaiah 66, when the Lord returns with fire to plead with all flesh, with his 144,000, the whirlwind. Those that are sanctifying themselves in their own righteousness, eating swine's flesh, standing behind one tree, Jeremiah 10 Christmas tree, filling themselves with swine and abominations, will be destroyed, consumed with the mouse, because he's going to return with fire. That hasn't happened yet. We are the last generation. There's not much more time. We are to keep the 10 Commandments. We are to eat clean, so you can be grafted into the commonwealth of Israel, no longer aliens without hope and without God, Ephesians 2. For we're his workmanship unto good works. And there's good works in the Bible, not the works of the sacrificial law that was given after Horeb at Mount Sinai, because they transgressed with the calf until